You're listening to the Westminster Canterbury Tales podcast, creating community to foster joy and well-being. Thanks for listening.
This is Thanksgiving Bouquets by Mike Jennette. You know there's magic in the making when the perfumes of Thanksgiving fill the house. Every room takes on a different aura as the spaces are lascivious with the fragrances of turkey, ham, collards, and biscuits rising. Can you remember all this and not long to be there once again? We gather together. Slaving and laughing over the feast preparations, the following tasks are assigned. My sister Phyllis will be slicing sweet grate onions and celery, and me, I will be crying over cut onions. Phyllis loves to cook and eat. Later in life, this will become a problem, but that's another story. Mama prepares the turkey and the ham. The turkey was thawed, the skin stretched thin for the insertion of softened butter, salt, pepper, and some garlic or lemon. The juice is gathered after the cooking, and with flour and pepper will be made into a delicious gravy. The ham, a Smithfield if we could afford it, will be slow baked, and the juices will be set aside to be used as an additional sauce. We call this pot liquor, and it will be used for the mashed potatoes or biscuit dipping. Mom is a beautiful blonde and very shy, but always welcoming to any of the many of my sister's girlfriends that frequent the home. She is a perfect foil to my dad, who is ebullient and full of himself, even after having lost his left leg while working with the Army Corps of Engineers. But that's another story. Granny will be peeling and chopping potatoes for potato salad. They will be boiled and hot from the pot to be combined into a savory mix with mayonnaise, mustard, the chopped celery, sweet peppers, and onions, salt, pepper, and celery seed. Potato salad was made to order with onions for us and a large bowl without for Daddy. Some will be set aside and folded with loads of butter. You know russets require a lot. Adding salt and possibly cream, they will be mashed by me. Watch out for lumps. Mash them good, I'm told. I'm a dreamy, drifty child, but that's another story. Granny will also devein the collards of their large stems. Collards are best picked after the first frost, when they are at their most tender in sweetness. The main stems are large and very fibrous. They should be removed. Granny wields her sharp knife with quick motions. She will roll the remaining leaves into small shafts, cut them into strips. This way they cook more thoroughly, and with added water, vinegar, and sugar, taste their best. Granny's early life was hard, and she worked from an early age cutting and rolling up cigars into their final leaves. But that's another story. Sweet potatoes are first baked, later to be peeled, sliced, and covered with cinnamon, sugar, and maple syrup. Then they will be baked again until the sugary cinnamon mixture browns and becomes crunchy. Using both pulled-apart bread and sometimes stovetop stuffing, Mama and Granny prepare the dressing for celery, onion, and sage. This is topped off with turkey or chicken broth. This will be but another oven-bound, mouth-watering treat. We gather together. From the kitchen, into the dining room, living room, up the stairs into our bedrooms, these fragrant bouquets waft their way into our warm-bedded bodies. The scents gather, as well we, bonding the home, the family, the memories. There are blooms of flowers and fruits sprinkled throughout the home, complementing the savory dishes that are being prepared. Gathering around the dining room table with all foods sumptuously laid out there is more than enough. So if anyone else should show up, we will easily invite them to the table. The memories continue to flow, but the memories are one thing I can hold on to. This sharing, these gifts, are warm and bright in my mind, and they bloom at least once a year for me. We gather together. We gather together to ask the Lord's blessing. He chastens and hastens his will to make known. And we give thanks.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Westminster Canterbury Tales podcast. Thank you for listening.